new training program at the Floyd County Sheriff's Office aims to prepare churches for anything.
When the Kentucky Castle went up for sale online, people across the country became excited to learn they had a chance to live like royalty. Why the owners are now saying that's not quite the case.
Soggy weather returns tonight, but how long will it last? I'll have those details right now at 5:30.
Dedicated to Southern and Eastern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. Churches across the nation are discussing the idea of allowing guns in their sanctuaries. The talk intensified after a recent shooting inside a Texas church. The Floyd County Sheriff's Office is hosting new classes to help keep churches safe. WYMT's Buddy Forbes saw the crisis simulation training in action.
With recent events across the nation, church members say they just want to be prepared.
It could hit close to home as well as it could far away. So that's the reason we always want to be ready and protect the church.
That is why the Floyd County Sheriff's Office is organizing training sessions for church members to experience virtual active shooter scenarios and take part in crisis preparations.
It lets them see a little bit of the chaos that can ensue and it lets them know that they have to have a couple of people that's going to stay focused. They have to have a couple of people that's willing to take care of a threat.
Michael Campbell says he was interested in the training because he just wants to take care of his congregation.
This training is going to benefit our safety team or security team by really running some scenarios that you can't really do without some kind of training like this.
With the Milo Crisis Rehearsal Simulator the department uses for its training, deputies say church members will be able to work through several scenes, including a few that show churches under attack.
The sheriff feels like it's important for the churches in the area to be prepared for this because unfortunately in the world that we live in, it's happening.
And they say training the churches is not about keeping people out.
Not trying to keep people out of church. They want to invite anyone that wants to come into their church. They understand, though, that they need to keep their churches safe. They need to keep the congregation safe. They need to keep the children safe that come to church.
It is about taking care of the people who are inside. In Floyd County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Deputies say this training is not a formal training, but will give church members an idea of what to expect. Classes will continue for the next few weeks. Interested churches are encouraged to reach out to the Sheriff's Department. Now take a close look at your screen. This is Lucy Lucas. Tonight, police need your help finding her. The Tennessee 12-year-old went missing in Chattanooga. Investigators issued an Amber Alert. Anyone with any information is asked to call TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND.
And those showers have started to move into our area, and they're going to settle in as we head into the overnight hours. We're going to take you up to Interstate 75, one of the areas you can see those wet roadways over there. So just take it easy, headed out tonight, and especially as you're headed out tomorrow morning, headed out to work or not to school, because a lot of kids are out of school. But for those who do have to go back tomorrow, just take it easy out there. 51 degrees right now in Whitesburg, dry there for now, but that'll change as we head into the overnight hours. You can see those showers increasing out west, especially areas along I-75 for the past hour or so, and you see very soggy conditions have already returned back into central and into western Kentucky. As we head into tonight, we're going to continue to see those showers increase and temperatures really only drop into about the lower 40s. Not looking too bad as we head into the overnight hours temperature wise, but it's going to be soggy, especially waking up for your Friday. We could possibly see some of this turn into a little bit of a wintry mix by the time we get into the weekend. I'll have more on that coming up in a little bit.
All right, Paige, thank you. The Trump administration is loosening federal water regulations for rivers, streams, and wetlands, handing more control to state governments. The move is the latest in a series of actions taken by President Trump to roll back environmental protections. CBS's Naomi Rookham reports from New York.
The Environmental Protection Agency is unveiling a new rule, rolling back Obama-era protections for some of the nation's waterways.
Our new rule significantly curtails the all too familiar practice of having to hire teams of attorneys to tell people how to use their own land.
The changes affect millions of miles of streams and wetlands that have been protected for half a century against pollution and development.
I terminated one of the most ridiculous regulations of all.
President Trump maintains the move will benefit farmers, landowners, and businesses.
Water is the lifeblood of agriculture, and we will always protect your water supply.
Some environmentalists are fiercely opposed to the rule, arguing the change could threaten the nation's clean water supply.
What they're doing here, it's not a rollback, it's really more of a steamrolling.
Blan Holman of the Southern Environmental Law Center says the president's actions ignore science and will make pollution worse.
At a time when we have more contaminants in our water, we're going to have less protection, and that's just really not the path forward.
The Trump administration expects the rollback to withstand any legal challenges. The changes are expected to take effect in a couple of months. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
President Trump has also directed the Army Corps of Engineers to withdraw a separate rule on reservoir and water supply operations proposed by the Obama administration. The southbound lanes of Interstate 75 were closed for a couple of hours today. As you can see, a tractor trailer overturned. This happened near mile marker 46, that's north of London. We're not sure if the driver was injured or what led to the crash. Today marks 2 years since a school shooting in western Kentucky. Bailey Holt and Preston Cope died in that shooting at Marshall County High School. Students at the school are honoring the teenagers who died with a blood drive, and a comfort dog was brought into the school. The teenager charged in the shooting is still awaiting trial. A man has been arrested following a Powell County police chase. This is how it ended. Deputies say Foxy Feltner refused to stop for police. The chase went through Clay City and Stanton. Deputies say he nearly hit a couple of officers. It ended when Feltner crashed on the Mountain Parkway. Feltner's charges were not immediately clear. There is a new report by the Surgeon General on the benefits of quitting smoking. It aims to show the benefits of quitting at any age. The report is the first since 1990 to focus solely on the topic. Smoking is the leading cause of preventable disease, disability, and death in the United States. The report also notes there is not enough evidence to support claims that e-cigarettes can help users stop smoking. The Surgeon General does suggest more research is needed. People wanting the chance to live like Kentucky royalty may have to put that dream on hold. When the Kentucky Castle was listed online, it drew attention across the country, but now the owners are clarifying just what it is that's up for sale. Olivia Russell explains.
Whether you've been inside,
I went there for a prom type of thing,
or not,
unfortunately, I've never had the opportunity.
Your head probably still turns as you drive past the Kentucky Castle on Bluegrass Parkway.
I have always loved the castle. Ever since I was young and didn't even live in Lexington, I would always want to just drive by and see it.
So when the listing was posted online, people across the country thought they could have the chance to live like royalty.
Probably worth a lot of money.
While the listing online may seem misleading, the owners of the Kentucky Castle want to make it clear they're not trying to sell this iconic hotel. They're only looking for a new partner with a specific set of skills.
We think someone with hospitality experience who we could partner with would be really great and would be able to take the castle to realize its full potential.
Dr. Matt Dawson is part of a group of physicians who bought the castle back in 2017 for $8.7 million.
We'd love to be the last owners.
Since then, they've invested an additional $2 million to improve the restaurant, hotel, and services they provide today. Dawson says as doctors, they've done just about all they can. So they're calling for an expert who has the time and knowledge to improve the hotel.
We didn't put a price on it because honestly, the person and the partner is more important to us than the dollar amount. So anyone that wants to partner with us on this, we are going to talk to them, interview them, make sure their values align with ours.
He wants people to know they'll still be able to get the royal treatment, something people of all ages can look forward to.
Would you all like to stay in the castle? I think so.
Olivia Russell, WYMT Mountain News.
Dawson says if they do not find the right partner, they'll continue operations as they are now. They plan to make a decision in March. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, thousands will be traveling to Washington, D.C. for the annual March for Life. We'll tell you what marchers can expect.
And that soggy weather returns tonight. Could turn into a little bit of a wintry mix by the weekend. And after that, I promise we'll see those average temperatures return back to the mountains. I'll have more on that coming up in just a little bit.